कि बजयो जयो गौराचंदे आरती को शोभा 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 जानवी तटवने जगमान लोभा जानवी तटवने जगमान लोभा कि बदखिने नीताईचा बामे गदाधर दखिने नीताईचा बामे गदाधर निकटे अद्वैत श्रीनी वास छत्रधार निकटे अद्वैत वास छत्रधार कि बबोशियाचे गौराचा रत्न सिंहासने बोशियाचे गौराचा रत्न सिंहासने आरती करेन ब्रह्मा आदिदेवगणे आदिदेवगणे शिवनर हरि आदिकोरी चामर दुलाय वनर हरि आदिकोरी चामर दुलाय जय मुकुंद बसु घोष आदि गाय जय मुकुंद बसु घोष आदि गाय शिव शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताल शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताल मधुर मृदंग बाजे परमरसाल मधुर मृदंग बाजे परमरसाल शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल कि बहु कोटि चंद्रजिनी वदन उज्ज्वल बहु कोटि चंद्रजिनी वदन उज्ज्वल गल देशे बनमाला करे जलमाल गल देशे बनमाला करे जलमाल शिव शिव शुक नारद प्रेमे गदगद शिव शुक नारद प्रेमे गदगद भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरार संपदा भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरार संपद कि जय जय गौरा चांदे आरती को शोभा जय जय गौरा चांदे आरती को शोभा जानवी तटवने जगमन लोभा जानवी तटवने जगमन लोभा गौरांगे आरती को शोभा जग जनमन लोभा गौरांगे आरती को शोभा जग जनमन लोभा गौरांगे आरती को शोभा जग जनमन लोभा गजनमन लोभा गजनमन लोभा गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jagannatha Jaya, Jagannatha Jaya, Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Narsimhadev, 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 Jaya Narsimhadev. Narsimhadev, Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimha. Jaya Pancha Tattva, Jaya Pancha Tattva, Jaya Pancha Tattva, Jaya Pancha Tattva. Pancha Tattva, Jaya Pancha Tattva, Jaya Jaya Pancha. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Gaur Premanand.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सदा दिवान जय शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य सरोज श्री श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। आनंद कोटि वैष्णवन की जय। नमाचार्य ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तविंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद की गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की जय। मथुरा धाम की जय। द्वारका धाम की जय। नवदिक धाम की जय। गंगा माया की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। यमुना माया की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। समवेद भक्तबंद की जय। निताई गौ प्रेमानंदे हरि। All glories to Assembly. All glories to Assembly. All glories to Assembly. All glories go to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvasesha Sunyavadi Pasatyadistarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Gaur Premanande
Hare Krishna. So I welcome everyone to Iskcon Burlington Saturday program. So I see many new faces. Welcome to Iskcon Burlington. Please have your seat. So we just finished our Gaur Aarti along with Narsimha prayers. Now next part of the program is Bhagavad Gita discourse. So we will continue in our Bhagavad Gita series. In parallel, there will be a class for the kids, so which will be happening downstairs in our Saturday school. So we are, as you all know, almost a month from the biggest festival of the year, which is Iskcon Burlington Peace Fest, we are calling it this time, which is nothing but Jagannath Rath Yatra. So we are looking forward to everyone's support and participation, active participation in this to make that big festival successful. So today our speaker will be Radhika Raman Prabhu for a Bhagavad Gita discourse, and we will continue from chapter 4th, and then we'll see. Okay, Hare Krishna, over to Radhika Raman Prabhuji. Hare Bol. Who has Prabhupada Lila Amrit? So as we do every week, we read some verse, paragraph from Prabhupada Lila Amrit, and then we will do chanting for half round of chanting. So that we will do now, and then we'll go to the class.
थिंक साधना माता जी हैं, उनको लैपटॉप चाहिए होगा।
नीचे
हाँ ओके। Hare Krishna. So we'll start with the chanting. If you have japa mala, fine. Otherwise, somebody can give the mala to everybody. Make sure. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advait Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi, Gaur Bhakt Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki Jai. So now we'll start with the Jai Radha Madhav. So Samir Prabhu, can you sing for me Jai Radha Madhav? गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन मुन्ना तीरा वनचारी मुन्ना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन जमुना तीरा वनचारी मुन्ना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी. Thank you very much, Samir Prabhu. So we'll start with a short Mangalacharan. You can repeat along with me. Om Gyan Timrandhasya Jnananjan Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasme Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my spiritual ops master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Vancha Kalpatarubhesya Kirpa Sindhu Bhayamcha Patitanam Pavane Bhayo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namah. Now you can repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Thank you very much. Welcome all of you in today's Saturday feast class, Bhagavad Gita class. And you all have taken your valuable time to attend the class today. Let us see what we can learn from today's verses. Today's the verses allocated are Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, verse number 34, 35 and 36. These are the three verses. Very important verse for 34 number. Before we come and start with 34, let's go a little back on the verse number 33, what we read in the last class. 33, I'll just recap so that we can maintain the continuity. The verse 33 in Krishna was saying that without elevation of knowledge, if you are doing any sacrifices, any yajna, they are simply material activities. And he clarified that the purpose, what is the purpose of all the yajna, all the sacrifices? Purpose is to achieve complete knowledge. But why to achieve this knowledge? To gain release from these material miseries and to engage in loving transcendental service to the Supreme Lord. That is the purpose of this knowledge. But then when you do this yajna, or these sacrifices, one is that you can do it without knowledge. If you do it without knowledge, without knowing any understanding, what does sacrifice means, why yajna, why are you doing all those things? Then this remains purely on the level of material platform. Like for example, we do arti every day here. And we must understand why we do the arti. What is the meaning of the arti? What is the significance of the arti? When we sing this arti, what are the meaning of those words? We sing the Narsinga arti. I'll request Jagannath Mishra Prabhu and the temple council that maybe next time somebody can take the class on this particularly, since we are on this subject. What the arti means, what the significance, and what is the meaning of these words which we sing every day. So if we understand the meaning, we relate it, then that sacrifice, that yajna, that arti will be spiritualized. If we are just doing for the sake of ritual, then it is more material activities. I'll make my personal request to everybody in the council also. Then it comes to sacrifice with knowledge. Then Krishna said the sacrifice of yajna with the knowledge is better, because then you have your faith. Then you really get the transcendental knowledge. Our Acharya Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, when any performance of sacrifice, if it does not involve any deliberation on which is transcendental, then the whole activity of yajna is simply ritualistic. When the goal is spiritual progress, then even though the ceremony is ritual, the sacrifice becomes spiritualized, transcendental, and lose its fruitive activities. If the sacrifice is not linked to this Supreme Lord, then it is simply a karma kand. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, only those who worship Shri Krishna by the sacrificial process of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, chanting the holy name of Sankirtan Yajna, those people make their lives successful and the most intelligent. All others are foolish slayers of the self. Therefore, the yajna of the chanting of the holy name of Krishna is a supreme among all types of yajnas. Now the question comes that how will you get this knowledge? You can't get the knowledge with a simple material speculation, dry arguments, or you want to do the independent study of Bhagavad Gita, or you can go to the forest, as Arjuna was saying, I can go to the forest, sit there, read, meditate scriptures and get the jnana. One cannot get the perfect knowledge, but one has to approach a bona fide spiritual master, spiritual guru. You see, in the modern education, if we want to get modern education, modern degree, what we do? We find out where we have to go. If you want to do the engineering, you want to go to the engineering college. Prabhupada said, if you want to do the engineering, you look for the good engineering college. You don't want to go to a butcher shop and find out, can I do my engineering or not? So you need to have the right person. But fundamental defect a flaw in the modern knowledge is this, that this knowledge is based on gathering facts, memorizing the information, and reproducing the exams. And then you get the certificate, you get the degree, and it goes into our head. But does this knowledge really transform our lives? No. So most of the people in the real education, when they get this material knowledge, then the real education start degenerating, and that you become experts, but the less wisdom. So more information, but less transformation. And this information, how you get it? Purely on the barter system. You pay the money and you get the knowledge. You want to do some course, you pay. Nowadays, even there is no touch with the teacher also. You just pay some money, you get an online course, you listen it, you get it there. You do not know who is giving the knowledge, what is the connection. There's no connection between the teacher and the student. But on the other side, this spiritual knowledge, this is not available on sale. One time, one young person approached a saint. He said, look, you have learned and read all these scriptures and got this spiritual knowledge. And you have known the essence of the scriptures. Can you give this, just give me this essence? I don't have to go and memorize these shlokas and read the Bhagavad Gita, attend these classes. Just give me the gist of what the scripture says. Then the saint said, look, if I give you this knowledge free, then you will not value it. Anything we get free, we don't value it. But if I want to sell it to you, this knowledge, then you won't be able to afford it. It is too pricey. It's priceless. You can't afford it. Now, naturally, the young person was very disappointed that he's not giving this. Then he said, what is the solution? He said, I give you the solution. You approach the scriptures. How? Study those scriptures with patience and humility. Systematically navigate the depth and discover the wisdom. Once you grasp the wisdom, understand it, then apply it in your life and bring it to the reality. Once you apply it on your life, then selflessly help the other people. After this, look deep into your heart and you will find that this treasure of the jewels is in you. So this process is not a cheap process. Okay? How the Prahlad Maharaj, when long time ago Lord Vara killed Hiranyaksh, then his brother Hiranyakashipu got very angry that Vishnu has killed my brother. He went for the austerities and did sacrifices to gain some knowledge, to gain some powers, to fight with Vishnu. When he went for the austerities, at that time, Indra noticed that his wife Kyadu was pregnant. And he decided to kidnap her, to kill the boy who was in his womb, so that at least one problem is solved. And the way Narad met him, Narad said, no, you can't do it. The child in the womb of the Kyadu is a Mahabhagavat. Narada took the Kyadu in her ashram and he bestowed transcendental knowledge to Kyadu. Now, Kyadu did not have any interest in that knowledge. When she was listening, she was most of the time sleeping. But the child in the womb, he was listening everything. He was meditating with full attention. No diversion at that time. Full shravanam, meditation, mananam. When the child came, and the father came after the austerities, and he sent the child, who's 5 years old, to the school with the teachers. So after that, some days, he brought the child back and asked the child, what have you learned in the school? He very affectionately took the child on his lap and asked the question, baby, what have you learned? The child said, Prahlad at that time said immediately, Sharvanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Pad Sevanam, Archanam Vandanam Dasyam, Sakhyam Atman Nivedanam. So it is said that this Navada Bhakti, this verse was, Navada Bhakti was the first time introduced and spoken by Prahlad Maharaj to his father, Hiranyakashipu. Now he asked From where did you get this knowledge? From where did you get this message? If the teacher said, we have never taught them. The Hiranyakashipu was very angry against the teacher. What are you teaching to my son? He said, we have never given this knowledge to him. When they asked this to him, how you get the knowledge? Then he said, I got this knowledge from my guru, Narad. How he got the knowledge? With full faith and reverence. When he was listening, with full faith and reverence. The purpose is that you can get this knowledge, you can get this translated knowledge if you have the full faith in the scriptures and the reverence. Now, what is the purpose of the knowledge? What is the knowledge? You want to know about the truth. This is not a relative truth, but it is an absolute truth. And for that purpose, to learn this absolute truth, you have to approach a particular expert person who is expert in the spiritual knowledge, right? Now, how to approach that person? That is what answer is given in the next verse. Can from Mataji somebody read this verse? Very important verse. It is given that how you can approach the expert person to get this transcendental knowledge. Yes. Yes, Mata, you want to read? Yeah, please. Yeah, 34. Wonderful. Very nice. So if we meditate on this verse, there are two parts in the verse. In the first part, three elements are mentioned how to get knowledge from the spiritual master. One is pranipatena. That means how to approach the spiritual master. Second is pariprishna. How to inquire with reverence. How to ask the questions. And third is sevya, how to render service. And second part is that who can impart this knowledge to us? That is the second part. The first, let us go with the first part. The first question is, point is, pranipatena. How to approach Guru, how to approach the spiritual master. Now, one way of approaching is, when you start reading the Bhagavad Gita, in the beginning verses, Duryodhana approached his spiritual master. To whom? Dronacharya. How he approached? He addresses him as Guru Instead of asking any instructions, he started lecturing him. Coming to the point, indirectly, he was basically chastising him that how have you instructed Drishtaduma, who had now taken the side of Pandavas and used that knowledge which Dronacharya taught him to arrange this army. So that was the one way how a disciple has approached his guru. But the actual process which is mentioned here is that you pay obeisances to the guru and ask him, "Oh Bhagwan." So Gurudev is addressed as a Bhagwan. He is Acharya Bhagwan. Question you ask is, why am I in this material condition? How can I become free from it? That's the question you should ask. But how you should approach him? With humility, perfect devotion. When you say pay obeisances, it means that you come free, give up your false ego. No but, no question. You surrender to him. Very submissive, very respectful, no disrespect, no challenging way. Have you ever, anybody faced any legal case where you have to go to the court and appear in the witness box? If not, you might have seen in some movies and pictures also there. How it happens that you engage a lawyer, then lawyer train you that if you go to the witness box and if the judge or the other counterparty asks a question, how you should respond. Lawyer basically trained you and you follow the lawyer's instructions, right? That is how normally they do. He is not supposed to answer himself. I remember long back, maybe about 35 years ago, when I just completed my CA in 1983. The first time I went with one very senior lawyer for some case with the commissioners. And I was very fresh graduate from chartered accountancy. And when he was arguing the case, in between, I was a fresh person, just came out after doing the degree. I remember all the sections, subsections, which I memorized in my exams. In between, when the lawyer was giving the explanation to the commissioner, I just intervened and tried to say something. Immediately, the lawyer just closed the file. He said, "Mr. Gumbar, are you a lawyer or I am a lawyer?" So I immediately realized, it's my mistake. And I surrendered to him. The point is that we have to have the full surrender. If you have engaged a lawyer, you have to fully surrender to him. Only then you can get the benefit of the lawyer. If in the material small things we have to have the full surrender, then you can ask about the spiritual knowledge. It has to be the full knowledge, full surrender. When Arjun asks in verse 2.7, he first surrendered to Lord. He said, "Karpanya doshobhat savbhava praschyami tvam dharam samudcheta yachriyashyan nishtim bruhitanme shishyasteham shadimam tvam parpannan." Now I am a surrendered soul to you. Please instruct me. I am fully surrendered to you. Now when he said, then Krishna started speaking. Now when Krishna said, then he said, but if I do this, what will happen? My relatives will die, the women will become widows, and there will be progeny, and all those things, then there will be sinful, I will have the reactions. Then Krishna said, are you Guru or I am a Guru? You decide first. So, but he used but. The moment it comes but, then it means surrender is not there. But then he started asking submissively the questions. So after back and forth question and answer for about 45 minutes, and then at the end, when we'll come to the chapter 18, verse 73, we'll see that Arjuna is saying, Nashta moho smriti labha. Now all the illusion has gone. So question is, the surrender was not there. Then the surrender came by inquiring the questions submissively. Then the questions were answered and he was satisfied, and then it is a full surrender. Then he said, I am ready to do, you tell me whom I have to kill. I am ready to do that. So that is why the important point is that we have to learn to surrender, complete surrender, no but. If there is a but, everything is right, Prabhu, what you said, but then it means the surrender is missing. Okay, we should understand that part. The but word should be removed from the dictionary if we want to get the real spiritual transcendental knowledge. Then Pariprishna, how to ask the question. There should be genuine desire to ask the question, again with the simplicity and humility, and approach him with submissiveness. Not the purpose of challenging the questions to know whether the Guru knows about this thing or not. And simultaneously, there is no blind falling also. That if you do not know anything, you must ask the question. You must get clarification. The way Arjun did it. He asked the question submissively. There was so many back and forth question answer there in the whole Bhagavad Gita, which we are reading. But purpose is what? Purpose is to get the full knowledge. Not to display what I know and take the test of the teacher. That is not the purpose. And questions are what? Who am I? Why am I in this world? What is the cause of my miseries? What is the bondage? What is the salvation? How can I realize God? And what are the obstacles? How can I overcome this? These are the questions we have to ask to our spiritual master. We shouldn't ask any material questions. How can I get a job? When should I do this? When should I start my business? How can I make more money? So those are not questions meant for the spiritual master. Then comes to, if you want to ask the question and you get the answer from him, then what the next job is? Sevya. You have to render service to him. And render service where? Render service with your body and with your objects. One service is not just that you give some Lakshmi to spiritual master and you see now he'll be happy. The more I'll give, the more he will be happy. That is not the purpose. Of course, you should give something to the Guru, definitely. But that is not the main service. The main service is what? Translating their principles into practice. Ensured that whatever the instructions are there, what are the principles the spiritual master is following, we should put them into practice. That is real sacrifice. And try to please your Guru, please your spiritual master by following his instructions. And that is why every day in the morning when we sing Sansara Davanala, the last verse says, Yasya Prasadad Bhagavad Prasado. That if you please the spiritual master, the Krishna is automatically pleased. So you please the Guru by service, not with anything else. Now, what kind of that Guru should be there? That is the second part of the question. That he should be Jnani and Tattva-darshini. When we say the Jnani and Tattva-darshini, mean he knows the truth. He's not just knowledgeable, but he has realized the truth. He's a perfection. So two qualifications for the Guru is there. One is that he is Jnani, he knows the subject, and he is a perfected soul who has realized. If he is not Jnani, if he is not knowledgeable, what will happen? He will not be able to dispel our doubts. Rather, we will have more confusion and we will lose faith on the scriptures. And if he is not Tattva-darshan, then that mercy will not flow. Tattva-darshan means he has not realized it. He is giving you the theoretical knowledge. Guru has to be above these lust, anger, greed. I mean, his main qualification is that he has no material attachments, no selfish motive. You know, one time, one person's family member died. As a usual practice, ritual, what we do, they call the Panditji on the 13th day, and Panditji repeated the instructions given in chapter 4. This body is nothing, everything is soul, and soul is transcendental. Nothing can happen to the soul, it is eternal, you can't die. So there's no question of any lamentation on you. Why are you lamenting? Soul is still there. So after giving that class, and the relatives realized, yes, what the Panditji is saying is right. And after a few days, Panditji has one goat, the goat died. Now he is lamenting. Now the relatives came, Panditji, just few days ago, my relative died, you said don't lament. Now your goat died and you are lamenting. What is this? This is contradiction, what you said and what you are applying. He said, relative was yours, but goat was mine. So that is the difference. Right? So if you have those kind of guru, then naturally you will not be able to. This is the difference between knowledge. His knowledge is there. He is Jnani. Whatever he is saying is right, nothing wrong. But that is not a realized knowledge. I mean, knowledge is, it is not realized, I mean, he has not applied it on himself. That is why it is important that when somebody read the same shloka from the heart, it has more impact. You know, the same shloka which I am reading will not have much impact. But the same shloka when spoken by Srila Prabhupada, you can see the impact that so many people, they became, that they were given the whole life on the words of Prabhupada, on the mission. That is the effect of the spiritual master, the effect of the pure devotee. That is why it's important that classes which are given with the heart is more powerful than those with the classes which are with the mind. So what is the qualification of the Guru? Guru has the free from lust, anger, and no selfishness. Now sometimes externally we see that Guru is giving the contradicting instruction. You know, the Srila Prabhupada, if you will read the Prabhupada Lila Amrita, you'll find that in some places, Prabhupada told to somebody, please get married. And to some disciple, he will say, no, go, you become brahmachari. Now, somebody may be confused. Is marriage important or brahmachari? Somewhere, you'll say, the Prabhupada is saying, book distribution, it is like a mridanga. You must book distribution, the most important activity. On the other side, somebody will say that temple, deity worship is the most important. To some people, he has said, you travel extensively, you don't have to stay at one place. And to some people, will say, you stay at one place and preach here. Don't go anywhere else. To some people, he will say, you accept sannyas. And to some people, he has given the sannyas even just within 1 year. I know the example of Bhakti Charu Maharaj when he left his body, that he just got first initiation, then immediately after the second initiation, then sannyas within a very short period of time. I don't remember the exact period, but within a very short period of time. And a lot of people objected, even to ask to Srila Prabhupada, what are you doing, Prabhupada? Is there any principle, any this thing? But he gave. And to other people, he said, no. Sannyas in Kali Yuga isn't prohibitive. So these are the contradictory instructions. Why? Because these instructions, these principles are changed with the time, place, and circumstances. This is called Desh, Kal, Patra. But eternal principles were the same. That everybody has to follow the 4 regulatory principles, chanting the holy name, treat Krishna as the Supreme Lord, Guru, Bhakti. Those fundamental principles were the same. Now, my Guru Maharaj said, there are different shlokas for the different folks. One shloka for one, second shloka for other person. So point is that the Guru sees the temperament, qualification, inclination of the devotee or disciple, then accordingly he gives the instruction. Now if like Guru asked me to go and sing, perhaps everybody will disappear. So that is why he never told me to sing. So I always tell Sweet Prabhu, please sing Pujyar Maradha Madhav. So Guru knows what kind of instruction he has to give. But on the other side, these are the qualifications for the Guru. So we should not judge from the externals. That is the point, is that we should not judge the Guru with the externals. But we should see that what is the rationale behind it there. On the other side, there is the qualification for the disciple. Now, disciple is not expected that he should know the Sanskrit or he should know the English and he should memorize Sriloka. He should have any educational background, some PhD degree or master degree. No. We all remember, we started reading this chapter 4 in the beginning. Krishna gave the qualification. Anybody remember what are the qualification was given? That what is the qualification of a disciple to get this transcendental knowledge? That the transcendental knowledge is given to you, Arjuna, because you are my devotee and my friend. Who is devotee? The person who accepts Lord Krishna as the Supreme Lord. He is the devotee. Anybody who accepts the Lord as the Supreme Lord. And person who does not accept the Lord Krishna as the Lord, he is a demon. Simple definition. You don't have to go into detail. And second, you are my friend. So these were the instructions given. So you don't need any qualification. One past time come in Chaitanya Charitamrita where Mahaprabhu saw one Pandit, he was reading the Bhagavad Gita, everybody was mocking at him. Then he asked, what is this? He was holding the Bhagavad Gita like another way around, not even the straight book also. He asked Prabhu, and he was crying and with tears coming in his eyes. Mahaprabhu asked him, what are you doing? He said, I am reading Bhagavad Gita. He's holding the Bhagavad Gita in the other way around, not straightforward even, and he doesn't know how to read it also. He's an illiterate person. How do you read it? He said, my Guru Maharaj told me to read Bhagavad Gita every day, so I'm trying to read it. Okay, then, but what are you reading it and your tears are coming in your eyes? He said, I'm very concerned that this Krishna is sitting as a charioteer for his devotee, for his disciple. What kind of the God is this? What kind of service is doing? When I realize this part, the tears is coming from my eyes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately embraced him. That you have learned really the essence of the Bhagavad Gita. So you don't have to learn the ABC and really memorize the shloka, but you learn the essence that he is the Supreme Lord. So essence, if we see, the whole essence of this transcendental knowledge is what? It's very simple, that we all are spiritual beings. And Krishna is the Supreme Lord. And we have to give our heart to Krishna in a selfless way, unmotivated way. Then only we will be able to get love of the Krishna. So that is how we can get the transcendental knowledge. Now we'll go to the next verses, verse 435 and 36. Those verses talk basically about when you get this transcendental knowledge, what are the glories, what are the rewards of this transcendental knowledge? That we'll get in next verse 435. Anybody from the Prabhus want to read verse 435? Please read the verse and the purport. You can read only the first para, please. Who wants to volunteer? So Advaita Prabhu, you want to read it? Please. Yeah. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thank you. So, if somebody say, what is the biggest problem in the world? Biggest problem in the world is not poverty. It is not a global warming. not terrorism. But true problem is ignorance. When Prime Minister Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister first time, somebody said, poverty, he's just creating all this drama, how to remove the poverty to get this 5 years term. Poverty, if you do desire, it can be removed in just one day by him. The villager said, one villager was talking, the street talks. Somebody asked, if such a simple thing, it can be done. How it can be done? It's very simple. Just go and print 500 rupees notes and distribute to everybody, and the poverty will be removed. Such a simple thing. What is the great thing in that? Now that villager, what he was saying is right, but he does not understand the rationale behind this thing. This is his lack of knowledge, right? That is his ignorance. But the person who is above him, those who understand the economics, who understand the finance, they know what is the flaw in this system of printing the notes and giving to everybody. It's like one time, Ramlal went to the Shamlal in his home and he started crying. He said, why are you crying? He said, your wife was crying. Why your wife was crying? My wife was crying. She said, I have become widow. How she can be widow when he's talking to the Shamlal, he's standing in front of him? Is it possible? Not possible. What is this? This is ignorance. We all laugh at him, that why he was crying. The way we laugh at him, that how he was crying, how the guy was removing the poverty just by printing the notes. The same way, these realized sages, they laugh on us. Why? We identify ourselves with the body. I'm a Punjabi. I got the Canadian citizenship. I'm chartered accountant. I have Tesla. I have this, I have that. We all identify ourselves with our body, with our possessions. And then we try to look for happiness. If I'll buy Mercedes, I'll be more happy. If I have the house in this place, bigger house, I will be more happy. So we try to search happiness by here and there. And on the other side, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, this place is dukkhalayam. There is no happiness available here. What are you searching for this? So this is how the realized souls, when they see, or you are looking for the happiness, they laugh at us. Then the biggest astonishment, we all know we have to leave this world one day. But then, it's my body, my wife, my children, my possession, my car, my house, my bangla. So this is how we keep us in a delusion. But this true knowledge, true transcendental knowledge, help us to dispel this ignorance. This true knowledge is like a sun. You may have full moon, Purnamashi moon. Can it remove the darkness? No. You can have so many the stars coming in the sky, bright night, but is the darkness can go? No. Similarly, you can get the various kinds of knowledge, the various kinds of degrees, but this ignorance will not be removed. But if you really get true transcendental knowledge, then this ignorance is removed immediately. But when you approach the sage, how you approach him? To get true transcendental knowledge. You don't want to know what will be my life in the future. Every time we sometimes go to the astrologer, right? What is my future? What was in my past life? Somebody went to the sage and asked what was in my past life. He said, why you want to know the past life? What will you get it? If I tell you that in the past life you are a mouse, then what will happen? Your life will be more difficult. Because every mouse you will see he's my grandson. Then you won't get rid of the mouse. So your life will be more difficult. Your wife will not be happy. You want to keep all the mouses at your home. So the true knowledge is to know about the glories of the Lord. That is the true knowledge. And to glorify the Lord and see what kind of creations is there Lord has created, but the beautiful in the creations. Now, a true saint, when he sees the dog, he doesn't see the dog as a dog. He sees the dog has a lot of power. The kind of the power which the dog has, even we all as human beings don't have. If dog smells something here, he can keep that smell for very, very long time. That is why in the security they use the dogs for this purpose. Similarly, the pigeons, they don't need any GPS. Back home, before this email business was there was a pigeon mail. Kabutar used to go send the mail from thousands of miles away and they'll come back again. He doesn't need any GPS. So that is what the beauty is of the creation. So true saint, person who's a perfected knowledge, realized knowledge, he will appreciate these things. These all are the creations given by the Lord. So this is what the glory of the transcendental knowledge is there. But we are all material people. We all want to see what is ultimately benefit to me. We're more concerned. That is how we think everything. If we want to do job, we want to come here, what is the benefit to me? So that answer is given in the next verse. From Mataji, anybody want to read next verse? Wonderful. Thank you, Mother. So by this knowledge, what will happen? What is the benefit for all of us? That you will cross the ocean of miseries. How the two examples are given for this purpose. Knowledge is compared to the boat, and material world is compared to the ocean. Anybody has gone into the cruise trip? When you go on a cruise, you go outside on the deck, and then what you see? Water all over. Now you think for a moment, if you are swimming at that place, can you come on the shore? Next to impossible. But if you are in that kind of ocean, then who can save you? Only if some boat can come and take you out, then you can be saved. Otherwise, whatever the swimming knowledge you have, what the stamina you have, whatever the body you have, it is next to impossible for you to cross that ocean. So similarly, this material world is compared with like that kind of ocean. What is required is, boat is what? It's a transcendental knowledge. So in this material world, if you really want to come out of the material miseries, you can come only with the boat, boat means with the transcendental knowledge. Second example is given is that material world is compared like a forest. We sing every day in the morning, Sansara Davanala. The whole world, whole material creation is a Sansara, is Davanala, full of miseries. Like the forest fire. Nowadays the fire is going on. But yesterday the Ford was saying, how this fire can be extinguished? By just having 10 minutes or 15 minutes of rain, the fire can be extinguished. Otherwise, you can bring as many helicopters, fire brigades, and other things to throw the water. There is no way you can extinguish the fire. But if the rain comes for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, perhaps all the fire can be extinguished That is what it is, the transcendental knowledge. If we get the transcendental knowledge, it will happen quickly that this fire can be removed, this our material miseries can be removed. That is the benefit to us, that to get this transcendental knowledge. Okay. Thank you very much. I think I'm exceeding a little bit time, but thank you to all of you for your patience. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for your very nice lecture. Anybody have any questions or any comments for today's lecture? Okay, if not, then we will do our closing kirtan. Okay, you can move the chairs on the side, and then we will do a kirtan, and after the kirtan there will be prasad. Hare Krishna. Request everyone to please get up and participate in the kirtan. Hare Krishna.
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौ विचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चातादेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Bol.
Ma prasade govinde नमो ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे स्वल्पपुण्यवतं राजन् विश्वासो नैव जायते शरीरारविद्याजाल जोपेन्द्रियता है का जीवे फले विषय सागरे तारा मध्ये जीवाति लोभो मोया सुदुर्मति ताके ये ताकड़ीन संसारे कृष्ण बड़ो दयामय करी बारे जीवा जाय सो प्रसाद अन्न दिलो बाय से अन्नामृत पाओ श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ प्रेमेड़ा को श्री चैतन्य निताय जय निमाय जय निताय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद टुगेदर हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री श्री राधा माधव महाप्रसाद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।